Hey guys, this is Sean Screen, and today I'm going to show you guys a little bit of an outline of my FBA guide. I kind of wanted to touch on product research, so a lot of people, think that this is the most important part of the entire process, and it totally is. I'm basically just going to kind of have a little conversation with you guys about the criteria for what kind of product you want to find, how to find a really quality product, what is the criteria you're going to be looking for, and yeah, let's just get straight into it. So, as you can see, I kind of made this little layout so I can, kind of just systematically go through this. So basically, you're always going to want to have low reviews, right? That's pretty positive. That's straightforward. Whatever you're trying to get into, whatever business it is, you want to have low competition. You want to have high demand. So whenever you put out something, you want to have people looking for it, right? So if you don't have anyone looking for your product, you're not going to make any sales. As simple as that. It doesn't matter, how low your competition is. I would much rather have a very, very competitive product but has a shitload of demand rather than having a product that has barely any demand but has like no competition. I want to let you guys know a little tip. Competition is not a bad thing, guys. It really isn't. Everything that you do, there's competition, right? So just use it as an indicator that someone else has found it a way to make money off of and they're taking advantage of it. But who's to say that you can do a better job than them, right? There's a lot of people that I'm competing with, and they're doing horrible listings, guys. They're not even making a brand. They're just, having, broad keywords for their title and just super basic stuff that you guys would be literally, I don't even know. It's embarrassing. These people don't even try. And half the people out there that are making, a couple, maybe $1,000, $2,000 a month, a lot of these people, they have garbage listings. I'm telling you guys. So just that's also a really good edge to you for your personal advantage. If you're looking for a product and it has a lot of people who don't do a good job in marketing, guess what? You're gonna go in through that niche and you're gonna blow away the competition in sales. The reason why is because you're gonna stand out. You're gonna actually look like you put time and effort into your listing. Not only is it more credible to make you look like a seller, but it makes you look like you actually cared about what you're doing. You're caring about the customer. Like I said, guys, this is all about the person who's buying your product. This is not about trying to trick somebody to sell them some gimmicky product. You're trying to sell them something they want. You're trying to give them value in some sort of way, right? Just like how I'm giving these videos to you guys, I'm helping you guys out start a business and giving you my personal take on it. That's how you create a good relationship with somebody. You can take that to any market, right? Any kind of business. As long as you do that thing, you have the customer mindset, you're going to win no matter what, okay? The second that you think about yourself, you lose. The second that you get selfish and you think about what can I make from this personal gain wise, you lose. You have to help the customer in some sort of way, solve a problem. And that's what you do with these big brand product lines. You don't just make one product and make it a gimmick and that's it. You pick a product, you dominate that product, you make a brand around that product, and then you branch out to other products that would fulfill the pattern of what your product brand would, basically your brand has to be consistent. It has to have similar products along it. It can't just have random ass, different kind of category products in one brand. That doesn't make sense. It's not consistent. It's not a pattern. It's not going to be really, helpful for the customer. The customer wants to find relatable things, relevant stuff, not things that are gimmicky or just completely random. That's, a brand is supposed to be organized for the customer. Just remember that. Okay, so sorry for that little ramble, but anyway, you want to hack Jungle's first page and niche keywords. So what I mean by that is basically whenever you're looking at a keyword, right, you're typing in, for example, Amazon, drink floats, right? Let's say that's your product keyword, right? You want to see what the first 10 listings are. And let me show you in a second. You want to see exactly what the first 10 people have of the listing. So you're going to hit this Jungle Scout extension, right? Or if you, didn't want to pay for that, you can use this, Unicorn Smasher. And basically the first 10 listings, this is my general rule I go for. I want to see a lot of sales in this number 10 to 1 route. The reason why is because I'm always going to be ranking in this area. And what I teach you guys too is to rank in page 1. That's how I get my sales. That's how I preach to you guys how to make your sales. Because if you go on page 1, you're stealing all the sales away from every single person who's typing in the word drink floats. Okay? There's plenty of people in the world, even if it's the weirdest keyword ever, people are going to be typing that in into the search engine all around the world. So the more ranked you are in page one, it's called SEO, search engine optimization. The more ranked you are on the first page, the more you have exposure. What the hell just happened? The more you have exposure, and the exposure gives you access to making a sale. Okay, so rank one, page one. Like I said, I have tricks to show you guys that. I'll make videos of that in the future as well. And I get a lot of questions like, what kind of reviews do I want to see in the first 10 listings? Basically, as you can see right here, the numbers of the reviews is actually quite amazing. Obviously, this is the product that I've sold before, and it was not a successful one. This is my first one, and it was a failure. But as you can see, they're making some sales. They're not like terrible. They're making 100 sales, but that's just slow for me personally. For me personally, I don't want to make this kind of money because it's just not to the point. When you get to my point, you realize it's not about how much money you make. It's about how long it takes you to make that money, right? So for this would not be sufficient for me. This would not be, that wouldn't be fun for me to do because I had to put so much commitment into actually, putting that listing in. I really care about my listing, so I put so much effort into it. I literally like update my listing 1,000 times the first time it comes out. Like when I launch my product, I literally edit my page 1,000 times. So I don't want to spend all of that precious time on a product that can only give me 99 sales in a month. I want to do that with something with at least 300, which means 10 sales a day, right? If I make $10 profit, 10 sales a day, that's $100 profit right there. Boom, in a day. I can wake up in the morning, I'll have 5 sales done, $50 profit. Simple as that. Now, that's obviously not the real numbers, but like I said, that's basically just a general thought process for you. You want to make at least $10 in profit each product. So don't pick a product that has anything, anything lower than that. You see a lot of people, selling these $5, $6 products. It's not worth jumping into. This niche, it's not worth jumping into. Like I said, I've jumped into it before. It's not high enough demand. You can make, 4 units in a day. Fine. Go ahead and do that if you really insist on doing that. But I want to show you guys how to grow fast, not slow. And if you first start off and you start making 3 sales a day, of course you'll be excited with that because it's better than making no sales online, right? But actually, you know what? If you want to do it, it's okay. It's actually it's totally okay because the one thing about this though is that it helped me get my feet in the water. I'll say that. It helped me get my feet in the water and it helped me kind of establish the foundation of what I'm going to be doing with my business, right? It helped me learn everything with a small amount of units. So if you do want to go this route and pick a lower demand product, but you just want to, get a feel for it, then by all means go ahead. But it's whatever. Like I said, in another video, 80% of your time should be on product research. Hands down. This is the most important entire phase of this. This is the most entire phase. This is the most important phase of the entire thing. If you don't spend more than 80% of your time doing this, then you're not going to find a good product and you're going to be wasting a lot of commitment and time, okay? So more supply than demand. You got to have a lot of people asking for those products. Make sure you guys don't pick any fads. I see a lot of people that are making a quick buck off of, I think there were the fidget spinners, and that was a great product to bank on. For a fact, I wish I got in early enough to bank off that product because it was selling like hotcakes. It was selling like crazy on Amazon, and I'm personally really jealous I didn't jump into that because people made a shitload of money off of that. But what I can tell you right now is that you don't want to be buying 1,000 units of that product and doing that the day that it runs out and it's not trending anymore, right? You don't want to be stuck with 1,000 units that you paid $1,000 for when, the trend dies down and no one's buying these products. It goes from like 1,000 sales a month to maybe 20, right? You don't want to be doing that. So that's kind of a risk. I try to avoid risks. I want to play this the safe route and, the growth over time route. I don't want to go for, quick short-term gain, right? That's not the best gains. The best gains are long-term efforts, not short-term. So also, guys, don't base your numbers on the number one listing. I see a lot of sellers trying to do this where they look at the competition, they see the top guy and they say, oh, that guy's making 99 sales. I'm going to jump in that niche and I'm going to make 99 sales as well. I'm going to double that. I'm going to make 180. That's not how the game works, okay? That's not how the game works. This guy has been in the game for a while, right? He knows what he's doing. And he's topped off at 99 sales. So either you make a better, more valuable product than this guy, or you have a lower price than them. That's the only way you're going to outsell this guy, okay? You either provide more value, create a brand, which I always recommend you guys do, or you lower the price. That's the only way you're going to actually get close to this guy's sales. You can get above that if you execute literally every part of the entire process. You make the most perfect listing possible. You pick a great product, you prototype it, you make it different from the competition, you stand out, have a packaging design, have personal, professional photography on your product. You know, you might even, you know, hire a copywriter for your title and stuff like that. That's what will take you to the next level. Okay. So I know a lot of you guys don't want to take a huge risk. I totally understand. I've been like that before. I definitely was like that not that long ago. So I'm going to give you my piece of advice on that part. You can always take a quick test order, right? So my first product, I only bought 47 units of it, correct? I bought only 47 units. I wanted to see if that product was actually selling. It ended up not being a seller, and I made a little bit profit, but it wasn't worth the amount of effort and commitment I put into it, right? It gave me a lot of stress because, you know, I was just trying to get more and more sales every day when there was a product that I picked that wasn't even, you know, sellable because no one's looking for it. It was out of trend. It's a seasonal product. You know, it was late September. No one's really buying them anymore, and I was fucked. And so if I would have bought more units, I would have been really fucked. So I advise you guys to just maybe take a test order on your first time if you're nervous. But you definitely want to take action and just do this because your first time doing this, you're going to learn so much. I promise you that. Whatever amount of money you put into it, your first go about, you're going to learn so much. So just take action. Don't hesitate. You know, obviously learn the basics. Get your mind kind of into the whole process, right? Look at what other people are doing successfully. Study them. And then just do it yourself. You're going to fail. You're going to pick up your pieces and you're going to learn it again and you're going to do it. And you're just going to keep taking action. And if you don't give up, I guarantee you 100% you will make this happen. You will make this work. Practice is the name of the game. Okay. If you practice anything, you master it. If you enjoy the process, you'll love this. I have to recommend you guys this. If you guys don't love this process, if you guys don't love doing this online thing, then maybe this is not the kind of thing for you. For me personally, I love being on my computer. I'm on my computer 24/7. I'm playing video games all the time, okay? So I want to actually make income off my computer. And it's very viable, and this is how you do it, right? This is one legit way to do it. But some people don't like using a computer. Some people don't like using the internet. And if that's the case, then this probably is not the best thing for you. But if you are like me and you like internet, you want to make money online for relatively no effort, this is probably the best way, in my personal opinion. So, like I said, you're not going to beat your number one ranked seller through value. You're going to beat them through price. The people have been around for a long time. So estimated sales, 500 a month. I know I've told you guys 300 a month. That's my bare minimum. I like finding products with the higher standards because the higher the standard is, the more successful or the more chances of me being successful with that product launch becomes, right? So I don't like to see anything above 100 on the first page. 500 reviews is totally an exception. I'll take that. But anything like 1,000, 2,000, that's way out of my league. I'm not going to jump into that. They're dominating the market. There's no point in me getting into it. They'll steal all my sales. So there's no point in jumping into that. What I do have to say, though, is if you guys see repeated brands, that's also a huge indicator that they're also dominating the market. So jump out of that immediately. Okay. This is going to be it for just this video. I'll continue this in another, but I just want to make some more video out. I want to be, consistent with my content. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. So, hopefully you guys find some helpful, advice in this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.